Houseflies vomit. By age 70, the average person has. A bus in the UK is powered. Rhinos poop. The germiest places in a hotel room. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration. In China, you can sip tea. A college football player threw up. A flock of 50 Canada geese. A group of girls in Nigeria. The main ingredient in bird's nest soup. To test household deodorizers, researchers invented a sticky substance. Stinky, sorry. Dried frog guts. Headlights can crawl. Your heart creates enough pressure to squirt. Your nose makes a fresh batch of mucus. Hagfish escape predators. Manatees use their toots. Crocodiles can digest. Burrowing owls collect. The arms on an average family sofa have. The kissing bug. A super colony of Argentine ants stretches. The corpse flower, which blooms once every few years, smells. Some species of horned toads can shoot. Among the artifacts at the Mutter Museum in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA, you will find jars. Most people toot. Marine iguanas sneeze. The average belly button is home. An entomologist let botfly larvae live. The surface area of your small intestine. The bombardier beetle squirts. A dung beetle can move. The tufted titmouse lines its nest with hair. There are more bacteria. Termites use their own poop. An Italian man once produced a burp. The assassin bug stabs. A handshake. Sweat has no scent. To deter predators, opossums sometimes drool. Some mites feast. The world's largest earthworm is about 3. Roaches sometimes eat. Your brain is the texture. Lions cough. You can see. Larvae. Rats can't.
Come on, let's play.
Please, how much was all? Sewer inspectors. There are about 2 million. The Morbid Anatomy Museum in Brooklyn, New York, USA once displayed a brooch. The world's largest collection of toenail clippings contains samples. Some people can belch out burps. A Venus flytrap can digest. An assassin spider impales its victim. Forensic entomologists study. According to a recent survey, 1 in 5 adults has peed. Some tiny snails can survive. A restaurant owner in England created the pie scraper. Bacteria can linger. Some Ren-Tintin foods, like candy, yogurt, and ketchup, get their bright red hue. In Vietnam, a serving of a snake. In Alaska, USA, you can snack on Eskimo ice cream. Excretions from a beaver's behind. Some baked goods contain amino acids. Much of Hawaii's beaches are made. At one time, European royalty took medicine. You can eat a dessert. Jello once came. Hakal, a national dish of Iceland, is made. Mites live. Paleoscatologists equals scientists who study. One man's ear hairs measured. You can find a 40-year-old Twinkie. In hot conditions, a lineman in football may lose. A French company sells. At bug-themed restaurants, you can dine. A man from India once sucked. Baseball player. The spitball. Some baseball players pee. Scuba divers in the Caribbean got caught. Bedbugs, head lice, and fleas have been found. In Missouri, USA, barber created a hairball. At the World Pigs Feet Eating Championship in New Jersey, USA, participants competed. A typical mattress. A German man sucked. In Wisconsin, USA, you can enter. A British man ate. A 19th century Englishman named James Lucas. A Canadian man made a video of himself. Wormsels equals worms twisted. A jockey was once hit in the face. Vampire finches drink. A man in China can pull a car. A woman in Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, has fingernails. A man nicknamed the Angolian Jaw of Awe can open his mouth. During the 1500s, Brits soaked. The bags in Estonian bagpipes called turpils were originally made. In the 1700s, some people believed an adult's bladder. Some ancient Romans used. Women in ancient Rome died. In ancient Rome, people socialized. Instead of using toilet paper, ancient Romans would wipe. A man in China. A woman in Chicago, Illinois, USA. For her job as a foot. An Australian man collected. Vultures pee. As many as 1.2 million bacteria. In the 1800s, some dentists made dentures. A sheep's stomach. A camel's spit. A mouse can squeeze through a hole. In medieval London, the streets were covered. A clump of congealed cooking oil. The deceased body of 11th century English King William the Conqueror reportedly exploded. A baby's first poop. Crocodiles sometimes. Many ribbon worms. A fungus. Termites. Ancient Egyptians took baths. Ancient Egyptians. To fight baldness, ancient Egyptians covered their heads. King Tut was buried. To make a mummy, ancient Egyptians would. Tick birds eat. When you get a scrape in space, blood. Vampire bats' only food. A British man. Thief ants eat. An engineer invented a machine. Champion speed eater. "75% of Americans." "75% of Americans admit to using their phones." Durian, a tropical fruit found in Southeast Asia, has the texture. A man in Maryland, USA once plowed snow. American crocodiles throw up. Medieval women. April 23rd. Black pudding, a breakfast staple in England and Ireland, is sausage. Flushing the toilet. A company in Brooklyn, New York, USA. Scientists found hippos make their own sunscreen. Sharks pee. Sharks pee. after brushing their teeth. Astronauts train. To make their pupils larger, a mark of beauty at the time, some medieval Italian women dropped the Jews. A museum about the Paris sewer system is located. At a London cafe, diners eat in booths. A vomit collector. To stay warm in winter, children in England during the Middle Ages were often sewn. Some ancient soldiers drank. An Australian woman invented. Scientists can study pollution. The average home creates one speck of dust. Dusk mites eat. Monkeys pick dead skin. When dwarf boas are threatened, their eyes. Before toilets were developed, people. 10-inch long giant African lamb snails were found. Bedbugs poop. High levels of methane gas. When attacked, sea cucumbers turn. Ambergris equals the intestinal gunk of sperm. An average adult pees enough. Spanish ribbed newts can thrust. Giraffes sometimes use their long tongues. Slugs breathe. 1 out of 10 British trains. A museum in Turkey displays an estimated 16 droplets from your sneezes. Australian wombats produce. Teenagers pick their noses. 43% of kids. 10% of kids say they chew. Baby koalas eat pap. A type of louse. To help swallow its meal. Your body produces. Leopard geckos pee. Penguin parents. Sloths poop. Tigers bite you. The air you spew. Vampire spiders eat blood. Your small intestine. Some sugar is filtered. In ancient times, one remedy for treating blindness included pouring a mixture. In England, a vial of blood. Toe jam! Skipper caterpillars can shoot to get rid of a guinea worm. In Japan, you can get a spot treatment. After a frog. In the 1800s, some people. One species of turtle pees. My fucking Coke, dude. The acid in your stomach can dissolve. Turkey vultures can detect the odor. Hookworms can enter your body. Cockroaches can live. A type of bee feeds. A man successfully treated his intestinal disease. Hair grows everywhere. 95% of people don't wash their hands. Following the 5-second rule. British scientists discovered the same bacterium found in your sweaty sneakers a museum's giant inflatable dog poop blew away. King Louis. sea pig equals a type of sea cucumber. Some women in ancient Egypt used eye makeup. A woman in 17th century France. Bathing was once considered. Boogers. During medieval battles. During battles, medieval knights had to relieve their bladders and bowels. A company in Wales makes paper. Doctors in ancient Peru. Snail slime was used. When the city of Seattle, Washington, USA decided to clean. A British man found a dead mouse. Picking your nose in public. People once spread. Ancient Romans treated itches with lotion. Fried grasshoppers are said to taste. Ancient Greek doctor Hippocrates diagnosed his patients. Some experts claim that the giant water bug an eyeball the size of a softball U.S. government regulations. In the Welsh sport of bog snorkeling, contestants compete to swim the fastest. There may be up to 30 fly eggs. Large gobs of tangled worms. Fish scales are sometimes used. A woman won an annual. Sweetbreads. Doctors removed. A man's ear canal. For more than 30 years, a British man had eaten a diet. Elephant boogers can be. A woman spent 33 days in a room. A man once devoured. A Scottish woman found. Doctors used to use. A leech can fill itself. In the world's largest leech can grow. Hot earthworm. Some hospitals. The annual bug bowl. You can see real human and animal bodies. If it weren't for a layer of sticky mucus on its walls. A performance artist had a third. The entire town. An Australian artist makes jewelry. Most of the dust flecks you see in a sunbeam. A California, U.S. man made a bologna, cheese, and lettuce sandwich. The Rotten Sneaker Contest offers cash prizes. A Canadian man can drill. Catgut. Seal eyeballs are considered. An English artist created. A company in Indonesia is building houses using bricks. Or rather, a company is building houses in Indonesia using bricks. Old underwear. A Burmese python once exploded. In the 19th century, a rat catcher earned money. The largest organism on Earth. Some sea slugs shoot. The Japanese term odoriguri odoriguri means swallowing. A company sells burgers made in some parts of China, people eat. Astronauts have left. A performer named Mr. Methane can toot. A man had 13 pounds. In 1889, an inventor patented a locket. You can brush your teeth with toothpaste. At Thanksgiving, one company sells a limited edition flavored soda. Natto. An Italian fashion designer made dresses. One candy company sells. A student in England soaked in a bathtub. A man once buried himself. A designer invented a lamp that runs. Doctors once discovered a plant growing. Doctors can cure intestinal infections. An American long-distance runner had his toenails. Thousands of rats run. Some Japanese ice cream shops offer novelty flavors. A Canadian artist. "75% of bottled water, 25% of bottled water. For $425, you can buy a pill.